Well, Coach, we are just about set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. A few moments ago, they raised the 12th man banner, and this place, as usual, rocking and rolling. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Wait, set, 29, Alpha.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Brady. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Let's go.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, Hey, Delta.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
5.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd and short.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him.
Don't get nervous.
Get it.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in this spot, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. I don't know that you've got a wealth of options here now. 3rd down from your 2.
The question is, how much confidence do you actually have in various aspects of your team? In your defense, in case things go wrong. In your quarterback to take care of the football, your offensive line to protect it. If you're feeling pretty confident about all those things, you might take a shot right here.
Man, I got you. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Hey, 66.
From his end zone, it's Brady on 3rd and long. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah. As you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Single.
Brady now to throw. This is White on the screen. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hey, come on now. Shoot. Check 37. Check.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll get this one to his tight end. That's Jason Kroom. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
1st down, here's White. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
Check it. Reload.
Check right 27. Check.
Hey, echo.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady looking for Harry. He airs it out deep, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Come on, QB, come on. That's the way, that's the way.
Hey, ball 66.
That's the way, that's the way, that's the way.
Hey, exit. Check shadow.
From the gun, Brady. It's complete. James White. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. James White. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Penny. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready.
54. Mike 54. Here we go.
Shoot.
Off the bootleg. Herbert. And that is incomplete here.
Herbert's pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. Makes it 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
There you go. Check. Check 50.
Check it. Hey, Zoo. Hey, Alabama.
On second down and 4. Brady. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. N'Keal Harry, 79 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. To throw on second down. Herbert, that's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Herbert under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Back to throw. Herbert, that's complete to Dissly, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Brady now on first down. Open man is Kroom, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. That's complete to White. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Right there, 54, right there.
On first down, Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney. That is 9 sacks for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Check safety, check safety.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
From the gun on third down, Brady. Short pass complete to the tight end, Kroom. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Brady's got his guys first and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Check that. Shady weapon.
Brady gives this to White, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second and 12, Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on second and 5. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the gun, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Tyler Lockett. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to try and throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Set. 30 base.
54 Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Ready?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got Lockett. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. They'll find Metcalf. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
10 logo.
Check, block 54, block 54.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Stop.
Watch out. Check Mike 54.
Yes.
Come on. Right there.
Five.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
General West.
Here we go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Snap.
Back to throw. Herbert escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, go 66.
They stay on the ground with White. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Alert! Hey, Haywood!
We got 49.
From the gun on third down. Brady got a man open. That's Harry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 9 now. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 2nd down, here's Penny.
But they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Off play action. Herbert under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off the play fake. Herbert. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Go on. Bang, bang. Fight.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And an alley to run. And he lost lost the football. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
49 the mic, Mark 49.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Shit.
Brady deferring to White on the draw. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Switch. Check 43.
Sponge.
They'll run on first down. White. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
54. You can't block me. Watch out.
Now they'll throw with Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
New England on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady gives to Michelle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Safe. Watch the safety creep.
On first down, White. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Switch gears.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
Throwing now is Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Mike 5-4.
They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
54 Mike. I'm coming.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Hightower in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. You hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Let's go, baby.
Well, let's see who this is on. Metcalf once again the target. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the gun, Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Hey, Delta.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
Hey, Echo. Yo, go.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So with an even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Wait 10, wait 20.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often, not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So for New England, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.